Hello crafty friends, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to use a heart die and an embossing folder to create a sending love with love, maybe a Valentine's card. I haven't quite decided on the sentiment yet. The first thing that I'm going to do is mark halfway across this card panel. This is just regular old smooth white card, and I'm going to put the point of my heart on the halfway mark, making sure it's straight. I think that'll do. I'm going to hold that in place with some sticky note tape, and I shall run it through my Cuttlebug to die cut out the heart. And before I do anything else, I'm going to add some spun sugar distress oxide to my heart, and that's going to be a nice pale pink background. And then I'm going to insert this back into the aperture here, hold it in place with sticky note again. To add a bit of texture to my card panel, I've got this knitting patterned embossing folder. Don't know where it came from, or I don't know the manufacturer. I think it was a charity shop find. Can't be 100% sure. And I'll run that through my Cuttlebug too. So now I've got an embossed panel and an embossed heart, and the embossing matches up. Now I'm going to take this out again, carefully peeling that off so it doesn't tear, and I want to add a bit more colour to this now it's been embossed. So I'm thinking tattered rose. This is a bit of a peachy colour, and I'm going to use my finger just to glance some colour over the embossing. And I'm using my finger because it's a kind of flat surface, and if I don't press too hard then it avoids getting this colour on the background. So the colour only goes on the raised parts. Now I'm going to use worn lipstick, and I'm really not pressing hard at all. It's better to press lightly and gradually build up some colour. I'm going left and right, swirling around. I'll go up and down too, and just slowly build up some colour on the embossed areas, the raised areas. And I'm going to go around the edge too, just to give it a bit of definition. And I'll get some more tattered rose and go over the bottom. Because distress oxides are fairly opaque, this will cover over any worn lipstick that's where I don't want it. And I can create quite a nice blend by just gently going over the two areas, or the two colours where they meet. To stick my panel down to my card front, I'm going to pop tape runner on the back. This should be fine. There's plenty of card in contact with the adhesive, even though it's embossed. So that's all mounted on a card blank now, and I can put this in here. I can, if I want, just pop it straight back in there. It looks quite nice like that. But you can also pop it up on a bit of foam tape. To add foam to the back of my heart, I'm going to use the next size down heart die and die cut out a bit of double-sided adhesive foam. This is only about 1mm deep, so it's not too thick, but it provides a nice little bit of lift. Take that off there and stick that on the back there. You don't have to die cut that out. You could just use little foamed squares or dots or something like that. I'm going to pop that back in there, and hopefully it will line up perfectly. So it's now got just a little bit of lift. Because of all the embossing around here, this wouldn't really count as a clean card because there's texture in the white space area, but it's definitely simple and it's quite quick. For my sentiment, I've got a Be Mine stamp. This is from, is it this one? No, it's the other one. It's from the Clearly Besotted, I think it's miniature type stamp set. And I'm going to use this. This is a Catherine Pooler Rose Gold Pigment Ink Metallic. This was a Christmas present to myself. I'm going to stamp that and see how we get on. I've not used this before. Not sure, I'm going to give it another go. I'm going to give my stamp a bit of a prime as well. Go over it with a eraser. Sometimes stamps need a bit of a going over with an eraser or something like that to just key the surface a little so they take the ink more easily. So I think I'm happy with this impression, and instead of pressing hard, what I did was I pressed like that. I think it just needs a little less pressure to get a nice clear impression. I did have to ink it a few times though, but the da-da-da-da-da seemed to work. This is a pigment ink, so it'll take a bit longer to dry than a dye ink, so I'm going to blast it with my hairdryer to help it along. And you can tell if ink is dry without smudging it by just pop a little bit of paper on top and press it down, and if it comes away clean, it's dry. Yeah, I think that's pretty dry. To cut it out, I'm going to use this stitched rectangle die. It's obviously far too long for this sentiment, so I'm going to cut it out long and then shorten it. So I've just shuffled the die cut along the die bit. I'm just going to cut that very end, and hopefully we've got a roughly correctly sized piece. So this could go in all manner of places. Could go underneath like that, or it could go on top of the heart. I think it's more impactful on top of the heart, and I'm going to use a little bit of high-tack glue and pop it there. So I've got a bit of stitching sticking out from above and below and the sides. You could definitely leave it like that, but you could also create some of your own faux enamel dots. So I've just put some of that rose gold ink onto a bit of card. I'm going to blast it with my hairdryer. So that's pretty dry. I'm just going to die cut using this circle die. I think I only want 3 little dots, and I think that's enough really. I will give them a little coat of crystal glaze to give them a bit of dimension and a bit of gloss, and hopefully the metallic will still shine through. Even if it doesn't, the colour, the tone of it is still in keeping with the sentiment. And that'll do. I'm happy with the way this card turned out. I love this embossing folder and really need to use it more. Of course, you don't have to use this kind of embossing folder or a heart shape. You could do this technique with any embossing folder and any die that you want to. Right, I hope you've enjoyed today's video and it's given you a few ideas you can use in your own card making. If it has, please do let me know in the comments, leave a thumbs up, and if you want to see more from me, subscribe and ring the notification bell, and I'll see you back here very soon for another video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.